Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Aya Miyaguchi from the Ethereum Foundation. First, I'd like to say thank you to John and the East Denver team to put together this big event. It's almost as big as last year's DevCon. So first, I'd like to ask a question. How many people here went to DevCon in Prague last year? Okay, so at DevCon, I talked about early philosophies and this built-in subtraction mindset. I don't know how many of you heard about this. Anyway, when pursuing decentralization, we need to increasingly think about this philosophy in making decisions and also building an ecosystem. And today, I'd like to share a bit of our Plan 2019 and how we would like to do things differently related to this philosophy. First, looking back the history, when the Ethereum Foundation was founded, I wasn't with the foundation, but the people at the foundation were Ethereum. The developers, researchers who were building Ethereum were mostly from the Ethereum Foundation. But now, with this nature of open source technology, that has changed over years. And the ecosystem, the entire ecosystem has grown a lot bigger. And then with this change of the size of an ecosystem, I believe the role of the Ethereum Foundation also needs to shift. And when we think about our focus and what role we should fill in this amazing community, we think about the following question: what are the things that only the Ethereum Foundation can do? And the more we think about this, the more we realize that the supporting role is what the EF can do better than anyone else with the history and also with the brand that the EF has established. So, to start, we like to do better and effective communications within the ecosystem and also outside of the ecosystem publicly. You guys are building amazing stuff, and the world deserves to hear that. And there is a way that we can support better to help communicate what you are doing. And we would also like to keep supporting projects, building or improving Ethereum. Can be development project or research project. But we do not have to be the only funding source. So we like to work with other funding platforms or funding groups that already exist in the ecosystem. And so we've been discussing that now. And also as an example, we just decided to, this hasn't been announced, we just decided to financially support ETH Global. I think some of the ETH Global team members are here. So basically they've been doing an amazing job reaching out to all developers in the world. And if anyone can do a better job, it doesn't have to be us, and then we empower them to empower others. So that's the way we do things, subtracting our direct power, but we still maximize the impact to the ecosystem. And the vision is that I decided to support Ethereum in crypto, and the world we want to see after we finish building Ethereum, a world with fewer imbalances, a world with better positive impact. And I believe this is what the vision we share with East community. And I'm excited to hear East Denver has this impact track this year. Right? And including the educational program they are offering to the youth in Denver. So that is exciting. And again, our focus has been supporting main core infrastructure level of projects. However, we thought it is the time for us to talk about the apps that are realizing this vision. And so we started doing this survey the end of last year. It's an ongoing survey, so you can apply. I mean, you can submit. And there are two main reasons that we started this. One is that, again, not to forget about the vision, end vision, long-term vision, the world we want to see. And the other reason is that we have actually starting seeing those applications that are solving real-world issues. Compared to a couple of years ago, or a few years ago, we hear more applications that are only saying blockchain to say blockchain, but that's not the case now. So we have received hundreds of submissions that are broadly distributed across countries. And again, it's still ongoing survey. And these are keywords that we found in these submissions. So as you can see, the apps are providing fundamental functions such as finance, healthcare, government, or environmental solutions. And our plan from here is to find hidden or unhidden stars, and then I will find where we can support. The Ethereum Foundation is only one star among many in this constellation, in this ecosystem. But it is our aim to connect and support underfunded builders to continue expanding their work from local communities to that 8 billion world citizens in a sustainable way. And then, speaking of connecting, I'd like to talk about the next speaker in the organization. So I met this UNICEF innovation team a while ago, and they also had a workshop in January that I joined, and the workshop was for startups from emerging economies that are providing solutions with blockchain. And I joined I participated as a mentor. And what I was impressed with wasn't necessarily the level of the implementation that is still, in progress, but how these startups are actually locally, those are local startups from Bangladesh, Argentina, India, Mexico, and those are working locally, and those are the people who know their issues better than anyone else, and using blockchain. And I was very impressed how these people, these startups are working on their issues that they can understand better than anyone else. It's the issue they have in their daily life, and how this UNICEF team have discovered these teams, and also providing mentorship or incubations to those teams. And immediately I thought there are a ton of things that we can work together. And so I'm not going to mention details today, but you will hopefully hear more bigger news soon from us, like how we will work together, EF will work together with the UNICEF team. So with that, let me introduce Chris Fabian, who is leading the UNICEF team. And then he has a lot of almost crazy ideas that I was actually impressed that they're doing that at a United Nations organization. So he's going to talk about their plan, and then so Chris, come up on the stage.